Bonjour tout le monde. Good morning everyone. I'm so happy to see you again for this next class. So since yesterday we start learning about le complément, le pronom complément. So le pronom complément, you must know that we have a list of pronom complément. Le pronom complément are those all pronouns which will replace name of object or person. That names which comes after the verb. As you know, we need to follow this structure. This is our structure. We have subject, verb, then object. So pronom complément are those all pronouns which will replace this object. So we may have pronom complément direct, pronom complément indirect, pronom complément de lieu, pronom complément de nom. We have a list of those all pronouns. So in previous class, we learned about pronom complément d'objet direct. In English, which means direct complement, direct pronouns. So that means what? That means in one sentence, if you have direct object means there is nothing in between verb and object. There is no preposition. Which kind of preposition? This, a, or they. If there is nothing in between verb and object, there is no this, a as et or to, they, which means of. If there is nothing, these two things are not there in between verb and object, that object will be direct object. So as you know, we are speaking about pronouns. Pronouns will be used to replace a name in one sentence. So which means when we use a pronoun in one sentence, we can't reuse again the name of that things or the name of that person in our sentence. So today we are going to see the next list or the next type of pronom complément, which is le pronom indirect pronouns. So as you can see here, I said le pronom indirect remplace des noms de personnes précédés de la préposition a. You must know that even in English also, when we are speaking or we are talking about pronouns, it means we are going to replace the name of object, the name of person with pronoun, with some things which will allow us to don't repeat again the same name. So for le pronom indirect, in our structure, in between verb and object, we need to find out this the presence of a. If there is a in between verb and object, that object will be used as indirect object. So this is what I said here. I said le pronom indirect remplace le nom de personne. It replaces the nouns of person followed by what? Followed by the preposition a. This a means et. Ils répondent à la question à qui. Suppose if I want to find out if this object is indirect object, it will always answer to the question to whom. Remember yesterday for direct object we had a question like what or who. But for indirect objects we need to answer to the question to whom or for what. Exemple, je téléphone à Jean. Now, to get the exact indirect object, for you to find out if this object is indirect or direct, first of all, you have to see the structure of this sentence. Now, we have subject here. This J is subject. Téléphone, this is the verb téléphoner. It comes to the verb téléphoner. Téléphoner, which means to call. Verb, and here you have preposition a, and then there you have object. Now this object is a name of a person. Now, by seeing this, the structure of our sentence like this, directly I can assume that this object is an indirect object. Now, for me to replace a pronoun here, I need to find out what are the pronoun, indirect pronoun. Now, the pronoun indirect here, it will be je téléphone à Jean. Je téléphone. The sentence will be, if I want to replace a pronoun here, it will be je lui téléphone. Je lui téléphone. Remember, all pronouns will follow the same rules. What is the rule? The rule says that the pronoun must come always before the verb. This is the verb. After finding out that this is the object which must be replaced, it must be replaced by lui. Now this lui must come before the verb. That's why I put it there. Je lui téléphone. Then lui means what? Lui means Jean. Whom am I calling? I am calling Jean. Now, Jean is lui. Je lui téléphone. Then the next example here I say, je téléphone à mes parents. Again, you need to find out which type of object is this parent. Because I can see here, I have subject which is this one, je, téléphone which is verb again, then a which is a preposition, then mes parents, this is adjective possessive, mes parents. Now, as I can see, I have the presence of preposition in between object, this is group of objects, and verb. Directly, I will assume that this group of objects are indirect object to the verb. Which means, if I want to replace a pronoun here, I need to find out the exact indirect pronoun. So, as it is a group of objects, I can replace only by using also plural of indirect pronoun. Now, plural of this one, it will be leur. Here, I use the lui because I have only one object, which is Jean. But in this next sentence, I have two objects are there. Mes parents, which means it makes me to say that I have a group of objects here. So, as a plural, it must be replaced only by a plural, indirect plural pronouns. So it's a leur. So here I said, j'ai leur téléphone. J'ai leur téléphone. Now leur replace what? Leur replace mes parents. My parents. I call my parents. Je leur téléphone. Then, I gave again a few explanations about lui and l'air, where and how to use lui and l'air. Lui et l'air remplacent de noms masculins and féminins. Because you know, in French, we need to find out if the object is masculine or feminine, plural or singular. But this lui and l'air, it will replace both. If the name is masculine or feminine, we're gonna use only lui. If the name is masculine, feminine, plural, we're gonna use l'air. Example here I give again to make you to understand. Je parle à Jean. Jean is a masculine name. Jean is a masculine name. And Marie is a feminine name. Marie is a feminine name. So, je parle à Jean. As I can see here, I already have one preposition here. That means Jean is an indirect object. Again here, if I replace Jean by Marie, I will have je parle à Marie. Marie is linked to parle by this preposition. So I have masculine, feminine. So if they ask you to replace both names, each by using pronouns, you will use lui. And keep in mind, lui will always be used to replace only name of a person. Then the next thing here is list. Okay, here I can erase that so everyone can see. Now I need to give a list of all pronoun, indirect pronoun. First of all, le pronom indirect varie avec deux personnes. As I said, all pronouns keep changing according to the type or according to the gender and number of the nouns. Example here I can give Paul. In meanwhile, I will be giving also a list in between. Paul may. This may will be used for first person of singular. Mais parle. Paul me parle. That means I had one sentence like this. Paul parle à Jean. Paul parle à Jean. Suppose if this Jean owes me, then I want to say Paul is talking to me. Paul is talking to me. Me, I am like the first person of singular. Then Jean will be replaced by me. That's why I say Paul me parle. Any doubts? I will repeat again. This is the sentence where we need to replace the indirect pronoun. In this sentence we had like Paul parle à Jean. Now let's assume that Jean is me. So in English we keep saying Paul is talking to me. Paul is talking to me. Then to replace that Jean, that me in French it will be me. Paul me parle. Again, te. Paul te parle. Now, Jean is not me again. Jean is like second person. Jean is like there. Then I want to say Paul is talking to Jean. Now, Paul is talking to him. Him will be replaced by te. Paul, to you, sorry. Paul is speaking to you. You will be replaced by te. Paul te parle. Which means this te will be used as a second person of singular. Then next is lui. Paul lui parle. This lui is used then as a third person of singular again. Paul is talking to him, or Paul is talking to her. Him or her. So I can write it like this. Him or her. This is you and this is me. Okay, then it will be easy for you to remember. Then next is nous. Paul parle à. Now for this nous, we will have here aux élèves. Let's say aux élèves. Paul parle aux élèves. Or, to make it easy, I can say Paul nous parle. Paul parle à Jean et à Marie. Ok, Paul parle à Jean. Let me make it here. Paul parle à Jean et à Marie. Now, Paul is speaking to whom? Paul is speaking to Jean and Mary. Now, if they ask us, yes, we can say I have a group of people here. Now, I want to say Paul is speaking to us. Paul is speaking to us. Now, that us will be replaced by nous. Paul is speaking to us. Paul nous parle. Paul nous parle. Paul nous parle. Then the next one is vous. Again, here this vous now will be used as you plural. And then last one is leur. Leur like them, for them. This is all. That was all about le pronom complément d'objet indirect. Okay, let me check again if we're still having some other things to speak about or to explain about this pronom personnel. Then we can close it up and go to the next class. Le pronom indirect, okay? Okay, so again one more thing, this I need to write. It's very important to know because always students used to get confusion between pronom direct and pronom indirect. So I want to explain everything about pronom indirect so you don't need to get confusion when you will be writing your exam. Okay, next one I will write here. On utilise principalement le pronom indirect avec le verbe de communication. Avec le verbe de communication. Avec le verbe de communication. So, this sentence means we usually use the indirect pronouns when we use the communication verb. So I want you to tell me some few examples or to give me some few examples of communication verb. Communication verb like example téléphoner. Téléphoner. This is communication verb to call. Téléphoner. Exemple demander à. Téléphoner à. Because we can call to someone. Demander à. Demander à. We can ask something to someone. Envoyer à. Envoyer à. We can send something to someone. Dire à. Ok? Emprunter à. Emprunter. Téléphoner, demander, envoyer, dire, then écrire à. Écrire à. We can write only to someone. Écrire, to write. Prêter. 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 Prêter, which means to lend something. Prêter à. Sourire. Okay, sourire, which means smile. To smile, to give smile to someone. Sourire. We can give smile only to someone. Sourire. Sourire à. Répondre. I think you can see here. Répondre. Répondre à. To answer to something or to someone. Répondre. Rendre. Rendre. To give something to someone. Souhaiter. Souhaiter. Okay? So here is a list. I give a few lists of all communication verb. That means if you are front of any of those all verb, please keep in mind the object which will come, it will be indirect object. So if you want to use a pronoun there, you need to find out the right indirect pronoun to use. I think as if now for pronoun indirect and pronoun direct, all is done. If you have any doubt, please let me know and we can go for next list of le pronom complément. Thank you. Bye.